2015. The man on stage right now is Michael van Gerwen. He has won 4 of these so far this year. The other one was won by Michael Smith. He's not here. Can anyone stop MVG from claiming a 5th European crown in the calendar year, an 8th in total? Alan Norris is the man who's going to have to try and stop him first up here. We've got 4 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals and the final to come. Big names like Ronnie Hybrex, Robert Thornton, Jelle Klaassen, who is on fire at the moment, James Wade, Vincent van der Voort, Brendan Dolan, and these two on stage right now. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one, and Rod Harrington alongside me. Could be an epic night of darts, Rod.
Well, it certainly could be.
First leg is Alan to throw first.
Well, obviously, Van Gerwen's going to be the favourite here, but he has to step it up a little bit. But the bet for me, got a little treble for you if you can get on it. Alan Norris over on the 180. Same with Klaassen and same with Wade. They really did stick out when I just checked
32.
The bookmakers this afternoon. And nice little treble. Pays around about the 8-1, depending on what bookmaker you're with. So that may be worth looking at. But as I said, I think Klaassen's got to... Van Gerwen's got to step it up a little bit.
99.
If Norris gets on that run, then he can be do some damage.
Yeah, of course, we saw the best of Alan Norris and his run to the Lakeside World Final, but taking on Michael van Gerwen. He's going to have to be at his very, very best.
100.
MVG back in the treble again, and look at this, back to back.
140.
He was lacklustre in seeing off Jamie Lewis in the second round yesterday, but he did step it up a gear against Johnny Haynes earlier on, lost the first leg. Could have been 2 down.
60.
Michael winning it 6-1 with 101 average and looking rather pedestrian. Nothing pedestrian about an 11-dart leg to start the evening session off, though.
No, that certainly isn't. We did say that Michael's going to have to start stepping it up a little bit. And certainly, going by that first leg, he certainly has. That was a breaker throw.
Well, I did say earlier on, in Gibraltar, when Michael put in his worst performance on the European Tour in terms of averages,
58.
First round, an 85 average versus Kevin Painter. The next day, he went bonkers. He went 103, 109, 104, 107.
131.
If he gives you an off game, you're going to usually have to beat him, because then he won't have an off game for a little while after that.
No, and also, even on his off day, he's still winning.
Wow.
That's the difference. Other people have off days and they lose, but Michael on his off days, I know he had an off day against Benito van der Pas, but that's
171.
one of those, very rare with Van Gerwen nowadays.
171 to leave 100. It could be back-to-back 11 darters for the world #1. Oh. Oh, my word. Michael van Gerwen is in the mood this evening.
Game on.
Well, we talk about the runs he gets on. We don't expect him to
177.
To do it straight off the bat.
No, you sort of expect him to build up a head of steam.
96.
But he has charged on stage here and given Alan Norris both barrels. But look at this from Norris. 5 perfect darts. 6 perfect darts.
What a way to get back in this game. Throw a 9-darter, and it's the best way because he's got 2 darts at the treble 20. So if the first one goes in, he's got line and length, and it is sitting up, then we could be on.
144.
Just get this one top of the treble. No, top of the treble, not top of the 20.
58.
Well, a valiant effort, but it could be a third 11-darter on the spin to start off the evening session.
59. And then you require 86.
86 he wants. Doesn't need to go for the ball. But he does, and he gets it.
I'm not saying anything.
Game on.
Absolutely not going to comment on that. Well, it was a 12-darter, Dan, not an 11-darter.
Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it?
2 11s and a 12. What a way to start this quarter-final.
And he's back in there again.
There we have it.
140.
Not bad darts. We can match that. 301? Probably not.
58.
After you, Rod. Look at this. 112 average for Michael van Gerwen, 99 for Alan Norris.
140.
And it is rising.
Oh.
Winner of this plays the winner of our next quarter-final. It's Brendan Dolan and Kim Huybrechts. And then the other half of the draw, it's Wade versus Van der Voort as Michael van Gerwen hits back. Yeah, Wade van der Voort and then Thornton v. Klaassen.
That was the last thing he needed, was to have a visit without a treble, because he still had the advantage, although Van Gerwen hit a 180.
140.
Well, he's still got to think that Michael may only get one dart and a double, so if he doesn't take it out, just put some pressure on, and that's not the pressure I'm talking about, Alan.
84. Michael, you require 66.
And then Van Gerwen for 3-1. He is only going to get one dart, and it's at tops. And he gets it. And it is 3-1 to the Dutchman.
Fifth leg is Alan to throw first. Game on.
He was well over 100 in front there. And although Van Gerwen hit the 180, he still had the advantage against the throw.
96.
Could be a big weekend for Norris, this. I mean, obviously, it'd be a huge weekend if he goes and beats Michael van Gerwen here, although he does have a lot of work to do. But in his first year on the PDC, he's only made one quarter-final so far. This is his second.
100.
Could be what he needs to just kick-start his PDC career, Alan Norris. We know he's got game.
81.
The thing is, Dan, I mean, that previous three, first dart was absolutely plumb, and he didn't hit another one. You can't do that against Van Gerwen when he's playing as well as this. When you get a chance to hit two trebles, you've got to hit them.
94. 97.
Or the 180 could hurt here.
140.
And the 140 is bad enough.
110.
90 left. Needed the treble for a shot at double 18.
74. Michael,
Set it up pretty well, but Michael van Gerwen took this out earlier. He's not going to take it out now.
Wow.
68.
It is just for a holder throw, though, for Norris. Pull it back to 3-2.
Game shot on the
And
fifth
does so.
leg. Alan Norris. Sixth leg is Michael to throw
Well,
first.
he's still in there
Game
with a
on.
chance, Norris.
$140.
Had to win 5 games to get to this stage as Alan Norris, couple in qualifying and then beating Andy the Pie Man,
135.
Ian the Diamond White, and Mervyn King. Number 8 and 9 seeds, White and King.
57.
Needed deciding legs to beat them. He may have to go to a deciding leg to beat Michael van Gerwen here if he is to beat him. And 180, there it is. That's his second. If you want to listen to this lad, Rod Harrington, he knows what he's talking about when he's on about back in the 180s with Alan Norris.
115.
Well, now he cannot have a visit without a treble. He's got to set this up. He's got a chance here to really get himself back.
41.
And that little push he has with that last dart, we see that quite a bit with Alan, and it's cost him again. Because you know Van Gerwen, well, he's going to have to come down to the 19s, and you kind of knew he was going to hit a treble.
145.
He's still got a chance, though. Well, no, that's beyond me.
42.
2 poor
Michael,
visits
you're
there from Alan
92.
Norris, and
Well,
it
going
really
to
was.
15s on 145 first is, I think, is silly.
But there's nothing silly about Michael van Gerwen right now. He's got his business face on.
6 darts from 145 and never even have a double. You know, he put himself in such a good position to get the throwback. And I'll have to ask him about going for the 45. I know you've got to hit the 45 to finish the shot, but you know, if you don't hit the treble 20, hammer the scoring. Leave yourself a double. Don't mess it up by going for the 15s.
96.
That is just a waste of a dart.
There you see, Alan Norris still averaging 99, but Michael van Gerwen
58.
is averaging 108. This is the kind of thing he has done repeatedly for a long while now. And it's another 180.
82.
For the 8-time PDC Major winner.
95.
Look at that, flawless on the doubles. Just a shame Alan Norris hasn't given himself a couple more darts at them.
58. $128.
Well, that helps.
167.
Oh, Norris is going to come back. He's going to get at least one dart at double top, maybe two at tens. These are the chances you've got to take. Oh, he's gone 2 double tops. Cheeky. Cheeky. Against the world number 1. Cheeky. We've seen James Wade, Gary Anderson. We've seen them all do it. And it looks great when it comes off, but if you throw that first one off the board, you're in trouble.
And the crowd singing along to Alan Norris's walk-on. I understand that's the tune they play when I think it's Borussia Dortmund score a goal. I'm not sure if that's Alan Norris just playing to the crowd by picking a German-friendly tune. They won't be particularly impressive with 36.
$140.
Well, Michael van Gerwen still holds the advantage. He has the breaker throw from the very first leg. Back-to-back 11 darters from MVG in the first 2 legs. And it may well prove to be
140.
the decisive blow.
You know, I don't know if players analyse their game, they watch it. Some do, I know some don't. But there are
96.
certain things in a game you look at and you think, why did that happen? Why did you do that? And it literally costs the game. And, you know, 6 darts from 189, 96. I think it was, and never got a dart of the double. And that would have been to make it 3 legs all, which... 3 legs all of a sudden you're starting to make Van Gerwen think a little bit.
Oh, phenomenal stuff. Alan Norris, 171. It might mean absolutely nothing, though. 7.
Game shot on the 8th leg. Michael van Gerwen. 9th leg is Alan to throw first. Game on.
Well, Michael van Gerwen on the brink of the semi-finals here. He has won literally half the tournaments he has entered 85. This year, 12 out of 24. Hasn't won any of the last 3, although one of those did include the World Cup of Darts, the pairs tournament. Looking to get back on track here in Düsseldorf and win a title he has already claimed before. He won it a couple of years ago. Beat Simon Whitlock in the final. Peter Wright was the defending champion for this year, but he was knocked out by Devon Peterson.
58.
Yeah, that's not good enough. With Van Gerwen missing trebles in the first 3 darts.
134.
You know that sooner or later he's going to punish you.
$83.
Van Gerwen well placed to end this in this leg.
100.
Ooh, a ton 40 would have left in the big one to close it out. Alan Norris has still got a chance, but he needs to keep finding that little red bit.
130.
That little red bit will help and all.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what way he goes for the 145 again.
105.
Well, we shall see. Chuck.
145.
He's going for it again.
He's missed it again.
I really don't understand it. I mean, everybody's got a personal preference. I understand all that. You practice on the treble 20 all day.
Tops. There it is. Michael van Gerwen, the finish of a champion, a multiple major champion. That's why he's world number 1. 105, 25.